became a big problem for Hakdog. I wonder if they're gonna be picking it up here as we go into the draft for game 2. It looked like a great combo, right? It looked like a great combo if the Gatot could dive in and the Zask was in a good position and he had the purple buff. That would have been great. It just didn't happen. And maybe that's also a reason why Arkangel Esports was super decisive, right? That they knew that we know their win condition. Their Zask needs to be at this level if they want to fight. If the Zask is like half mana, GG. We're gonna go all in and they can't do anything about it. I wonder if
I just want to say, Rockhart, very good product placement on the back. You have Logitech there. It's tackling up.
Oh my god! Yeah.
Okay. Very nice product placement.
Accidents happen.
As long as it's not another, we're fine. We're fine. As long as it's Logitech, it's good. But right now, we do have our game number 2 draft. Rockhart, Arkangel Esports here. Esmeralda and the Yuzhong. Popol is the ban here for Hakdog. And I know that they will ban it. I kind of knew. I kind of felt that they would ban it. I didn't know. I kind of felt that they would ban it. Just because it really gave them a hard time.
Yeah. It was not the highlight, right? It was not the, I'm an MVP, I'm the boss kind of hero. But they had a hard time dealing with it over and over again. And they realized that because of just how irritating the Koopa can be. Like, if you can't move properly, you can't kill it immediately because it's so tanky. What do you do about it? Apparently, just ban it out and go for a different composition this time around because they banned out Ling this time as well.
What many of us don't realize is how annoying that dog can be.
Yep.
Like, it blocks out a lot of skills.
It's like something you don't recognize until you're on the receiving end of that dog, right? If you get bitten by that over and over again for 15 minutes, you'll know what we're talking about. It's just really nuts. And it's very good that Hakdog realized Arkangel Esports, they know how to play this hero very well. And now let's look for alternate picks. What are they gonna do if that's not available? Apparently, Uranus this time. Wow. That's a Uranus, and by the way, not just Uranus, so you got a very beefy front line here for Arkangel.
I mean, you ban out the Popol, but you gave out the Uranus.
Is that a good
one of? It depends on the lineup that Hakdog will be doing here, but they do get an answer. They try to get Tisha Wangdu will lock in Lunox. He's not the one who's gonna use that for sure because he was the Gatot on game number 1. But I think that it's a good pick, but it's way too reactive for the side of Hakdog because the thing is you just want to take down this Uranus and you literally just use one pick to negate him out. Not really take into consideration other heroes, but it's the price you have to pay. You gave out the Popol, you banned out the Popol and Koopa, you gave out the Uranus, and Arkangel is a team that will jump to every opportunity that they can get. Remember, this is the close qualifiers. You take all the chances you get here, because the thing is, it's everyone's dream to make it into the MPL, and I for sure, I know that Arkangel Esports, they are very much willing to do everything to make it in.
Yep, for sure. I mean, speaking of doing everything to make it into the MPL, the Arkangel Esports qualifiers here for Arkangel Esports, I just saw a fun fact. Escalera used to be a jeepney driver before going pro. That is such a high. That is such a big salute, especially right now that we don't really have jeepneys operating in the Philippines, right? So, that's talk about doing everything to get into here. That is just dedication right there. On the other side, I'm looking for Hakdog. I'm still watching for their best picks. This should be a best pick moment for Hakdog, if there's any, because look at this. Sticking to the Hayabusa, is this a good idea?
It's kind of their how do I say this, late game insurance. We've been using this term a lot for the other coverages that we're doing, so let's just use it now.
Yeah,
It's
for sure.
it's late game insurance. It doesn't get caught out that easily. And looking at Archangel setup right now, they don't have this long stun that really holds the Hayabusa in place. So Hayabusa is probably going to not deal, but give a lot of problems onto the side of Archangel Esports. But as long as Archangel Esports can win the upcoming fights in the early game, this might be an early 2-0. But if they can hold on Hakdog, I'm pretty sure that we're gonna go to a 1-1. It's all about the late game potential for Hakdog, and they have the Lunox to protect that late game insurance by the time it actually activates.
And I like that they have a Lunox for the early to mid game. Since you mentioned it's gonna be Hayabusa on the late game, for sure it's gonna be up to him. And in case that doesn't happen, they also have the Lunox for the if they want to go for team fights. For example, if Archangel wants to go for a team fight, there is something that is ready there. There's a Lunox that doesn't always need items just to be powerful. Just need to maximize your ultimates, your darkening, your brilliance. Just use it, and you can do a lot of good damage in the team fights anyway. Let's go into the game, ladies and gents, for Game 2, Arkangel Esports versus Hakdog. It's a 1-0 for Arkangel. And let's see if Hakdog can have what it takes to close it out to a 1-1 and keep their dream alive.
Okay, so right now, Rockheart, we are seeing Arkangel Esports with all their accolades, with all their achievements in place. They are no strangers to tournaments. They have won a lot of tournaments. And yeah, I mean, Arkangel here really wants to make MPL, making it into MPL as part of their resume, as part of their CV. If you can see that.
That's absolutely. I like that you use that term as well, because this is also a very highlight moment for them. If ever, like, this is one gonna be, they're gonna look back into this one in their CV and look at this is where it all started. Especially for Hakdog, if they can make it out. But looks like Arkangel, they have a different plan. They want to make a strong statement, and they get a first blood on the mid lane.
Yeah, that was a timed for Arkangel to do. They get Dead Man. And the thing about it is Arkangel is hitting Hakdog where it hurts the most. They always go for the first blood on the mid laner. They always get Dead Man. It happened for game number 1. It happened for game number 2 as well. So let's see how Hakdog will adjust this time around.
Yep, and adjustments, can you do that while Isan is in your face going hard onto their Lunox, their mid-game to early game insurance policy, supposedly, is now taken out. And the pressure is starting to build up here for It's Jerry. So, what do you actually do when your team gets taken down over and over again? You just hope and pray that no one actually just feeds too much, I guess.
Yeah, well, you take as much as you can. It's Jerry here using that quad shadow to get away, and he will be using that very nice pick off. They will get that kill, and Lunox here will get back 1 kill for his 2 deaths here. Escalera tanking up the tower, not even gonna matter because, as we all know, your raid is just way too tanky for these tower shots.
Yeah.
Saksa, they're just they're just being how do you say this? They're just trying to go for their own map, and they're not trying to go for the invades. They know that as long as they're safe, they do not give kills on the side of Hakdog, because Hakdog, they are aiming to just be counter-reactive here. And as long as Arkangel Esports don't really force out these fights mindlessly, they're gonna win 100% of the time just because of their potential. But right now, there is the Lancelot. He will be taking down one person on the side of Hakdog, and Duo will take care of Spaka and Deadman as well. And Turtle has been slain. Cherry going in, not really the right choice there. And they make it to a 3-0 pick of galore. I can't even say it's an exchange.
Yeah, that was not an exchange at all. I feel like it's Jerry just tried to his very best to deny the turtle buff, but really paid the price for it. And at the same time, because of that, they're gonna lose a lot of momentum, which they just gained. And now they are trying to get it back. Just as we are talking about it, Hakdog wants to go for fights, and they get back what they lost there, getting the members of Arkangel on the top side of the map. These guys, oh my gosh.
Saxa here, he is, he's being very conservative, not really just forcing out a lot of these fights. What he did there was, once he saw that Dead Man used all of his ultimates, Order of Brilliance, and everything in between, he just went out. He just dashed out. Because the thing is, you could have killed the Lunox there, but it could have costed your life. So he just went for, I'm just gonna farm. I don't really think that Dead Man is worth it right now. So Escalera Hill will be the next target, and Benson will secure that kill. And Saxa here really just trying to go for it. He gets arrowed, but the Thorn Grows will be there. Look at Kufra here. He's using the bouncing ball, but the ultimate Fatal Links will be thrown out. Spaka shaking and baking, but it won't really matter as they will get that kill. Jerry here getting pressured by Yasuo. Yasuo not really flinching onto the damage output here of Hayabusa for now, just because we do know that he doesn't really have his items right now.
Yep, that's the weakness of the Hayabusa that we mentioned before the game, and it's really showing as well here. The rest of the team for Hakdog are having a difficult time in just controlling the team fights, but there are a lot of moments, right, for Hakdog where they really look dominating. But the problem is in the rest of the map, Arkangel Esports are still ahead in terms of economy as well as the buff. Wow, what a dodge. that was a cute dodge right there for Saxa. You know what I noticed, Butters? It's not Escalera on the Farsa anymore. He swapped straight into an offlaner, and that's just beautiful to watch for me. And because of that, though, and I was talking about Kiki, they do die out right away. And Saxa, that's a beautiful Tyrant's Rage there. It is a mumbo-jumbo team fight right here in the middle lane. And the Lancelot just loves it. The resets are unlimited, and the Maniac just happened.
It wouldn't really matter if they even had the mumbo jumbo combo something on the side of Hakdog. Just Fatal Links is there. They did just put themselves into a position where Arkangel can just turn it back. Perfect ultimate coming out here from Spaka, but would it really matter? I have the Fatal Links. I'll just pop it out and I'll just drag down everyone in our path.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That was actually quite beautiful to watch there. You could not really predict who was gonna come out on top, to be honest. For me, there could have been moments where a turnaround was possible, but it didn't happen. And again, Lancelot. This is the reason why you pick Lancelot as well. Not just for the late game, in the mid game, just so powerful, especially when he has that turtle buff, because the damage of Thorn Rose just gets increased exponentially.
The thing about Lance Rockheart is, what I like about the hero is, as long as you know how to use him efficiently, you're gonna deal the same amount of damage for all the heroes. You can deal the same amount of damage on all the heroes on the other side of the map. Yep. As long as you know how to use the heroes, there's a certain equal amount of dash. The ultimate can hit everyone. Thornrose can hit everyone. So there's a possibility. It's going to be hard, but it is a possibility, and that's what makes this hero stand out. Because what made Claude stand out is the damage output on everyone on the other side.
AoE, right? Yeah, because it was explosive.
Yeah. And treat not Saxa, but Lancelot in the same way, but it's limited. It's on a triangle, and the upside is it's spammable. You can just keep on spamming it. You can use it to face out, and that's your way to escape. Escape people or escape the engagements that that Hakdog is doing.
Yep, and Hakdog looks like they are a little bit falling off here, one by one. A missed position there by Tisha Wangdu in a very farther push. They're trying to defend as much as possible, but looks like Ison, he wants to go for fights as much as he can, but that's not gonna happen. For now, Saxa, he is just it's so difficult to control this Lance right now. I don't even know what they're gonna do about this anymore.
Oh, look at this. That was a beautiful ultimate. Make that 2 kills on that Lancelot. Wow, they just turned it around. My goodness. Fatal Links. It was a defense. Hakdog was saying, let's just defend onto the third turret. No, you don't. We put you back to the second turret with our Atlas. Fatal Links. Tisha Wangdu will be the next target. Joyhead here. Saxa has just way too high damage. So stop him now. Saxa, my goodness. What is he doing? Rockheart, how do you even explain this?
There's just no other way to explain this. Until now, Saxa has the turtle buff. That is all he's needing as well. As the engagement with Escalera and with Yasuo. Yasuo is the perfect anchor here on the Famous. He is holding everyone steady while Saxa cleans it up. The teamwork for Arkangel here is just miles ahead. It is beautiful. And now it's going to be for the final team fight. Can they push it back? But looks like one by one, Hakdog is also falling to the power here of Arkangel. Can they take care of Saxa finally? Well, Yasuo is on the mid lane. The minions are on the base. What is happening here, Butters?
Yasuo, he doesn't even care. Saxa is just 2v1 everyone onto the top lane, and Yasuo saying, okay, I'm just gonna stay here. I'm just gonna push this as much as possible. And we down all the turrets here onto the side of Hakdog. It's basic. It's simple. It's simple ML, Rockheart.
Yeah, it's simple ML right there, as you can see. So far, Arkangel looks like they are starting to really ramp up here, and the Hakdog, they're just answering, but luckily their base is still intact. So there's still some opportunity for them to make it back here if they can like really shut down Saxa early on. Not just shut down Saxa, but shut down Saxa before he can do all the damage that a 1406 Lancelot is supposed to do. Scary stuff here coming from Arkangel right now.
He does have the killing spree, and once this Lancelot gets the ball rolling, especially with the killing spree, you know what's gonna come next. It's Thorn Rose after Thorn Rose. It's a lot of damage that's gonna come Hakdog's way. Selena here really wanted to try. Benzon really wanted to try to control the map as much as possible, but they just lost control over it once the Atlas went into play. Eason here playing the game of his life, the Atlas game of his life probably, and he just destroyed the front line here, even the back line on the side of Hakdog with those flicker plays. What can you say about that, Rockheart?
Yeah, the flicker plays are all you need to do, and decision making like this right now in the middle of the fight. No big team fight anymore. Just go for the base, and because of that, Arkangel come out on top with a 2-0 over Hakdog.
It's a 2-0, very clean play coming out here from Arkangel. I don't really know how to explain how that fight panned out, but yeah, I mean, it's all about Atlas dealing a lot of damage, and they didn't really go for the flicker. I feel that the difference. I feel that